Hey guys, it's Jen over at worldofjencraft.com, and this is our fourth and final card from the Carols of Christmas stamp set and the Card Front Builder die set. So, in case you missed it, I'll bring them out again. This is card number 1. This was card number 2. And this was card number 3. But I decided to save my favorite for last. Let me bring it up here so you can get a peek at it. So I just absolutely loved the way this one turned out with all that detail on there. And believe it or not, it's not that difficult, even though it looks like there's a lot involved. So let's get started with the supplies, and then I will show you how I put it together. Alright, so the garden green stitch satin ribbon and some Jewels Basic Pearl, so just some pearls. Cherry Cobbler is the only stamp, the only ink that I used. The Carols of Christmas stamp set, which you are now able to purchase. Yay! So you can purchase the Carols of Christmas stamp set alone and the Card Front Builder Thinlits alone, or you can also purchase them as a bundle and save 10%. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in purchasing either or both. I also used the Layering Circles framelits and my Stitched Shapes framelits as well on this one. For card supplies, I have another kit that I would absolutely love to send someone. So if you go over to worldofjencraft.com, leave a comment, and I will choose a winner in the next couple of days. Okay, so that's that. For card supplies or cardstock, I used Whisper White 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2 for your card base, and then a 4 by 4 and a 2 7/8 inch stitched circle. Garden green is also a 4 by 4. Basic black is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8, and then a 3-inch scalloped circle. And then you will need some Cherry Cobbler cardstock, just some scrap, so you can say I've already used this. Where to begin? Let's stamp first. I usually pull out my Big Shot, but I'm kind of anxious to get this stamped on here because normally I stamp it and then cut it out to make sure that it is centered in here. So we are going to go ahead and give this a shot and hope for the best that I get it centered within those stitch lines. Oh, let's see if I can do this. I feel like I'm holding my breath as I stamp. Ah, see, not too shabby. Okay, I'll keep it. All right, let's pull out the Big Shot, and this is where all the magic happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 4 by 4 Whisper White, and I'm going to line up so you get 2 of these corner dies. And so for it, it's actually really simple. I'm just lining it up with the very edge of my 4 by 4 cardstock. And I tell you, the magnetic platform really does wonders because it holds it down nicely when we do this. So we are going to do this to all 4 corners. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this on my Cherry Cobbler. And for this, I haven't cleared out all the little, pieces of paper left over from my Whisper White, just because all we need are these flowers from the Cherry Cobbler. So when all is said and done, you are going to need 4 of these larger flowers, and then 8 of the smaller ones. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuck on our glue dots because that's how we're going to adhere it down on this one. All right, so now we have all of these little pretty flowers. And I'm going to set these aside for a minute. And then this is what you're going to have when you are done with your Whisper White as well. So let's go ahead and adhere your Whisper White onto your garden green because you want that peeking through. And you are going to want to make sure that you have all of your corners and each of these little sides plus the inside because you want that secure onto your garden green. And that is going to lay directly on top of, if you cut it right, hopefully I did. Yep, so okay, so that's going to go directly on top of there, and then we're going to put that piece onto, my space is like, feels like it just keeps getting smaller and smaller, but it's technically not. So we're going to adhere this onto our basic black. And we're just going to be keeping 1/8 of an inch border around the whole entire piece. And that's going to get adhered directly onto our Whisper White. And again, for my Whisper White, I kept it an, that's what it is, 1/8 of an inch as well. So our piece on earth, this is going to get attached to our black scallop. And then we're going to pop dot this onto this piece using our Stampin' Dimensionals. And this is just going to go centered in here as best as you can get it, just like so. And then the fun part, oh goodness. So this part is actually a little time consuming only because you gotta kind of try and figure out where, oh, shut the front door. Perfect on the first try. I don't think I can do that again. Let's see. Is that right? Nope. Okay, so here's the scoop. I'm going to, because this will take me seriously all day. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these on here and I will come back to you when I'm done. Oh my goodness, that took way longer than it should have. Holy smokes. Okay, so I guess part of the trick is just getting all the little flowers lined up. And maybe if you did it beforehand and knew exactly where each of the flowers was going to be, maybe somehow place them like on your desk, you know, according to how you cut them out, that might save you a while. So yeah, for me, I didn't, and it took a little while to line them all up and make sure that they were in the right place. So we're just moving right along here like that never happened, and we're putting the largest pearls into the center of our large flowers. And then I'm going to take these little medium-sized pearls and I'm going to put those in all the smaller ones. And last but not least, we are going to attempt to tie a bow. And because there's no backing on this, I suppose you probably could put one, but because I have, this is going to be, you know, open to the recipient, I went ahead and just wrapped my bow and ribbon around to the front and tied a bow. So let's see if I can do this. I'm never really good at making bows like this because, you know, usually I wrap my ribbon and have something that it is adhered to on the back side and then attach my bow from there. So this I have not perfected yet. So no promises on how this bow is going to turn out for this card. I really had to kind of finagle and sweet talk the last bow into cooperating with me. So let's see. We'll just pull these little ends in and wow, I think it's actually cooperating with me this time. So I might actually give another little pull here And we're going to just call it good because I don't want to, you know, well, oh, okay, maybe I'll pull it just a little bit. Okay, never mind. We're done. We're going to call it good. Looks good enough. I need to find my other paper, not paper, but my other scissors. Because these just aren't quite cutting it anymore for me with the ribbon. And then I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put a little dot underneath of that bow just to make it stay in place, because we don't want our ribbon kind of, you know, coming all over the place. So I'm just going to throw a little glue dot under here, and that's it. That is our card. So not too terribly difficult, with the exception of trying to match up all those stinking flowers. Oh my goodness. But I think it is so beautiful. I know I would love to receive this in the mail, and you know that whoever receives this is going to know that you put your heart and soul into making this card. So thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will have printable and downloadable dimensions on my website, worldofjencraft.com, if you would like to stop by and print them out and say hello to me. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.